So a brief about myself.
You're going back.
Okay, so a brief about myself. I'm a software engineer. I have over 8 years of experience developing software. I am the founder of Digital Renter, a real estate marketplace that is helping people find houses. We're getting into investments and also into financial inclusion. And I've been in the GDG ecosystem for 10 years now. Started as I started as a member of GDG Boya when it was created in 2013 by Isaac Check and Tate Check. I moved from being a member to a volunteer, from a volunteer to an organizer to the community manager, and I'm currently the manager of GDG Boya now. And I'm also a mentor and a coach. I help young people groom them up when it comes to software development. So in that aspect, I take them from school, do internship, accelerate them so they can help get jobs. And I'm also a content creator and I'm a member of the share of names. So GDG Boya, our motto is a community that codes, and in that community that codes, we want to encourage people. We are mostly student community, so we have a lot of students coming in. So we want to encourage them to learn how to code, of course, starting by using Google's technologies, normal programming and going to other frameworks. So now, but in that community, we have an onboarding cycle for people on the management. So you start as a member, you go to a volunteer organizer, community manager, and then you can become a mentor of the community. And in this process of us having people, I say that a community will only thrive better when the organizers are stable, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. Remember, so this is what I came up with. And whereas I'm putting this because at GDG you are not paid any financial benefit, you are never given any money. There are people who run GDGs and they are told by their families that why are you doing this? They are not giving you any money. But for you to have this community running, you need your people to be stable in these various factors. So I'll be sharing a few tips on how you can keep your organizers stable. Now, the big question is, how do you as a leader keep or guarantee that your people are physically stable, mentally stable, emotionally stable, and financially stable, such that they can be available to run events, they can be available to volunteer in their time, and of course, grow the community. I'll be showing 4 main points, and the first point about it is to share opportunities with your team. Most of these things which I'm talking about are general leadership principles, and I've taken and contextualized it into the GDG ecosystem. Now, when you are somebody in the leadership position, you want to source and share opportunities to your organizers. You want to see that once there's opening for job opportunities, you share it with them, because once they are financially stable, they will not be thinking about what they are going to eat. They'll be able to generate revenue to also fund events. Funding should not always come from external sponsors. They can always come from people within the community. Also, if you see internship opportunities, resources, devices, training and development, anytime you see as an organizer that there is opportunity somewhere, if they are saying they are giving off devices, maybe you know that one of your organizers lacks a laptop. If you can help that organizer to get that laptop, it makes them stable in a way that they can contribute more. Now, I end up saying that the organizer should be the first to get this information, because once they are stable, they can of course be able to contribute to the community. The second part is for you to expose and entrust your organizers with major tasks. Somebody talks here about that, don't carry everything by yourself, be able to delegate. Now, if you are organizer and you have people under you, you need to ensure that you involve them when it comes to tasks in event planning. When you're planning an event, don't be alone. You plan the event, you just come and say, this is what I've done, this is how we're going to do it. But always involve your organizers in the planning phase so that they know that I am in the process. And in that process, they get to learn different skills. They get to learn management, they get to learn how to source for funding, they get to learn different things. And even during the events, give them roles. They shouldn't just be there sitting and saying, okay, we have planned the event. But even roles like icebreaker, even roles like collecting feedback form, even roles like giving a talk during that session. Because one of the things that the organizers are coming, they want to learn how to talk. They want to learn how to interact with people. They want to learn how to expose themselves. And very importantly, one thing that we do at GDG is we have rotational event submission. So for example, if this month I submit for the first, the next month another organizer submits for the next event. The next month another organizer submits, such that everybody gets to know how the process works. Everybody gets to know how to interact with Ada and get money from Ada, very importantly. And everybody knows how that, oh, Sadiq is a very nice guy, I can do like this and then create. So, and give them exposure to interact with partners. It shouldn't always be you as the lead to go. Give them that exposure that, okay, this is a partner, I want you to interact with this partner and get this resource. They may fail, but even if they fail, they will learn, because that is the purpose of being the organizer. The third part is ensure continuity, growth, and succession. One thing which our founders have done is they have really put a strong succession plan, such that immediately they are leaving, there's another organizer, there's another community manager, and there's another manager that steps up. So if your organizers see a clear succession plan, they know that this is what I need to do for me to advance to the next level. This is what I need to do to move from a member to a volunteer, from a volunteer to an organizer, so they can see how they will not spend their whole 4 years being at the same position. You have to set up those systems to help recruit them, build succession plans. Organizers need to see a clear process in doing things and how they can grow. And the last part is regular meetups and keeping in touch. Even out of events, organize meetups which only you and your organizers come together. Don't always meet with your organizers when there's an event, when you're planning for an event. Because at that time, they only know that you only call them that, hey, come, there's an event for us to plan. But in the process of maybe 2 months of idling, you need to find a way to meet up with them. Because sometimes some people want to speak out something. They want to give an opinion, but they may not only give out an opinion when it is time for the event. So always give an opportunity for them to meet with you, for people to meet together, meet for no reason. Sometimes meet offline, sometimes meet online. I will share a couple of things that we do at GDG for our meeting. So don't only meet when there's an event, meet online and offline. So this is one of our meetings that we have. We have meetings at GDG every Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., where we come together online. We talk about what has happened during the week. We talk about how everybody was doing. We share our wins, we share our losses personally. Then, if there are events that we're supposed to plan, we plan those events. If there are not events for us to plan, everybody closes the meeting and goes. So this session is usually one session we call a therapy session. Because at that point, people get to talk about things that they have gone through during the week, which maybe it was heavy in their hearts, and they will speak about it. Maybe something was happening, and then you'll be open. So this is one of the events. So I'll just share some few happy moments, which we'll see shortly. At GDG we have a monthly meetup, and one of our organizers who created this, Alangi Derek, we call this a mental health session. And in that mental health session, what we do is we come together. The first thing is we eat. Yes, that's the first thing we do. If there's no food, that event will go home. And we are not coming to eat the community's money. Yes, I wanted to make this clear. We are coming, we contribute our money, we cook our food, we get our drinks, and then at that point, we talk about things that sometimes don't make sense. We have it like a mental health session, a therapy session where somebody will come and expose that I've been very stressed during the week. This team member has been disturbing me. My girlfriend has been disturbing me. My girlfriend will tell me that she needs 1 million to do bone strain. All of those kind of things, right? So it's a situation where we are not necessarily coming to plan an event, but we are coming to connect, to bond, to network, so that when it's time for us to run an event, we are not trying to bond during the event, we are running the event. So this event was run at one of our organizers' place, and it's a rotational event. We go from one person's house to another, so that we can know every place that an organizer lives. So if there are 10 organizers in a whole year, will move from one person's house to another. That's the first one. This is the second one. So this is the second meetup, the same kind of meetup every month. This one was at my place, and we had a lot of nice food, of course.
Nice coaches.
And this is the third one. You can recognize Shekina there. She's one of our organizers too. You can recognize Gael there behind. Yes, Gael. People know Gael. So this one was held at Shekina's house. So these are three organizers. So, and one thing we always do is at the end of every event, we sit down immediately after the event, have a few minutes discussion to have an evaluation before we can push the evaluation forward. So this was us sitting after Google I extended. Sorry for the heat. That's all we could get. So yes, this is what we do. We eat, right? Because we believe that a hungry man cannot do anything. So when we eat, we are free, right? So a bonus point, which this may sound very, very not certain, it may sound very, very crazy, but when you're organizing an event, ensure you keep extra packs and swags for your organizers. I come from a community where sometimes students may not have the necessary resources to always get food. So they come to these events, they know that if I secure an extra pack for myself, if I get an extra pack for myself, it means that evening I may not cook, right? It has saved me some money, it has saved me some energy, some stress in going through all of this. This was not, we did not come up with this by Parazar. We actually asked a couple of volunteers who were volunteering why they actually felt comfortable volunteering with this act. This was one of the answers which they gave. So when you're budgeting, please put extra packs for your organizers. So in summary, for you to keep your organizers motivated, I have 7 points here which I'll just go through. The first is for you to genuinely care for your organizers' physical and mental health. It should be something that they know that you're coming to them not just as an organizer, but as a person. You want to know what's happening in your life and provide some support. And next thing is you source and share career growth opportunities with them. Because you want them to be stable. You want them not, one person said that as you're building a community, ensure you build yourself. You don't want to be in a community where you're teaching people and then at the end, anybody's getting a job, but you're the only person who is not getting a job. You're asking yourself, am I wasting my time here? But if you can share opportunities, maybe Allah says, okay, there's a new opportunity for, or there are credits, right? There are credits available. Share with them. They should be aware of this so they can benefit from that. Third point is enable regular meetups out of an event. So don't only meet when there's an event, also meet when there's no event. Fourth point is provide exposure and networking opportunities to them. We cannot overemphasize on this. Don't hide things from them. Ensure that they see that they are growing while they are in GDG as organizers. Next thing is you systemize, equip, delegate, and trust your organizers. They may fail, but of course in that failure, they will learn. Give the opportunity for them to fail and learn. And last but one, publicly acknowledge and appreciate them. Somebody talked about this, right, in the last discussion. Don't always tell them that hey, you're doing good behind closed bars. You should publicly appreciate them. Give them shout outs, right? On Twitter, give them shout outs on Facebook. Doing events, say that these are the people who contributed to make this event a success. It shouldn't be like, I made this event possible alone. No. Each time you have an event, always say, let's give a round of applause for our organizers. You call their names so that other people can see that, okay, these are the people making it happen. And they will also want to be in that sphere. And lastly, be available and open for feedback. Don't be an organizer who the members or the co-organizers knows that if I want to talk to my organizer, they will be angry, they will not listen to me, they cannot actually take what I am giving as gospel, as truth, or they will never listen to me. So I believe that if we can follow some of these 7 points, and of course with the other points that you have been doing in your communities, I believe we can have a better organizers, and of course the organizers can be better and it makes the community better. Thank you very much. My name is
Come on, we can round of applause. About his talk, it emphasized on a lot of things that even our team, the DevRel team, has been looking forward to talking about. So thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions before I go to the set? Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much. My name is Ruth Samuel. I'm from GDG Lafia and WTM Lafia, Nigeria. My question is, how do you get to retain organizers, right? I am from a community where it's a northern part of Nigeria and the place is still developing, right? And like one of the speakers on the other panel session mentioned that 90% of the members are students, right? So even we don't even have organizers. I'm the WTM chapter ambassador and the GDG co-organizer. So we are just two. And most times we only have volunteers, and these volunteers are students who don't even stay in the area. You know? So how do you get to retain these communities?
Okay, how do you get to retain them? I hear you have a lot of students, right? Your organizers must not always be the people on the ground, must not always be physically present. For example, Shikina here, where okay, maybe she stepped out. Shikina here, she moved to a different town because of work reasons, but she's still an organizer. So one thing I want to say is provide them enough value for them to see that if I'm an organizer as a GDG organizer or a WTM organizer, these are the things I stand to benefit. It should be clear enough, right? You show them that, okay, if I'm an organizer, this is even one of it. Being able to travel. I mean, this is, the SSA Summit is one of the things that helped me to live and run for the first time. So why would someone... to travel, to enter the team, to come and see nice people, I mean, connect with different people. I mean, meet somebody who will give me 2 million, 3 million, 5 million francs if they want job here, right? So give it value. You want to show them what they stand to benefit, else they will not stay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.